Hey everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about what exactly is a line chart. Line chart is basically used to display data points connected over time, useful for trends. Always remember, whenever you want to analyze something with respect to time period or like year-wise sales, month-wise sales, quarter-wise sales. So to do all these analysis that changes over a period of time, we just use a line chart. Line chart is used in order to show changes like how it changes daily, monthly, yearly, or quarterly. To track a growth, decline, and seasonality, usually we use a line chart. Always remember, in order to plot a line chart, we need one date column and we need one numerical column. So in this case, let's try to analyze year-wise sales. Always remember, whenever you want to perform year-wise sales or anything related to your date kind of stuff, so first always look for a date column. So in this case, clearly order date is a date column. First we have track like which column is date column, and second thing what you people have to do is like you just need to check what is the data type of that particular column. So I'm just using data types. So it is saying it's an object. So if it's a text kind of data, plotting year by sales doesn't make sense. So what you people have to do, first you have to convert object in the sense like a text. Okay, convert object date into actual date column. So how do you do that? So very simple. I'll just call it like data of, I'll just call it like order dates, and I'll call it like new order date, which is equal to, okay, I'll just say PD dot to underscore date time, and you have to pass your data, which is going to be order date. Yeah. Okay. So let me run. Okay, done. Now let me show you the difference. See, if I print my data, you can see your order date. It is something like this, right? This is like original order date. First you have a month, and then you have a, sorry, you have a, yeah, you have a day, then month, and then you have a year. No? Yes. So first you have a month, then you have a day, then you have a year, which is not in a proper format. So I want to bring it into a proper format, and also I have to convert the data type into a normal standard format, like, like it should be like year, then it should be month, and then it should be a day. So that's where I'm using a code like, pd dot to underscore date time. I just passed my order date. Can you see I got proper format, which is 2016, 11, and 8. That means 2016 is a year, 11 is a month, and then it's going to be a date. You can check again what is the data type of the new column that we have created. I'll show, see, order date, right? Order date new it should be. So let me call this column. It's going to tell it's a data type. I mean, date and time. It is showing like a minutes kind of thing. So this is the format that it shows for, not a minutes. This is the standard format of showing a date formats. Okay. So now it's in a date format. Now let's say I want to extract in year. So I want to analyze something with respect to year. So I'll just extract in year. So how do you extract? I'll just call data of year is equal to just call data of your new order date dot, just say dt dot year. So it will extract in year column. So see, this is not callable. It should be just dt dot year. So these are the changes that you people have to do whenever you have a date column in your data. So be cautious about this. See, I'll show you. It has created year column. So same way you people can create a month column as well. If in case you want to analyze with respect to month, see month. In the place, just give it like dt dot month. So you can see. See, it is showing month number. But what if you want the month name? So you can just use month name. And for month name, you have to use a tuple. See, like this. You got a month name. So now let's do analysis. Let's say, for example, I want to find year-wise sales, and also I want to find month-wise sales. You can also try similarly quarter, day-wise, all those things you can do it. Okay. So very simple. First, I'll call plt dot figure of fixed size is equal to. So I'll say 4,2. So this is to set a figure size. Then I'll use plt dot line, and then you just need to pass your data. Sorry, it should be PLT. So data of first, it should be like we are passing, I want year along x-axis and I want sales along y-axis. Okay. And then let's use PL3.x label along x-axis I want in year. And then PL3 dot y label, and I want, sales along the y-axis. And I want to display only the graph, no text and all, so I'll just use plt.show. So it's not just a line, it should be line plot. Sorry. Oh. Okay, so always remember, for a line plot in a matplotlib, we don't call it like line or line plot, it should be just a plot. Yes, see here. So now you might have a question like why it is giving like this, because there are so many years. If I can show you, just understand, I'll just call it like data of year dot. I'll try to show you the unique values, okay? So these many years you have it, right? So what do people have to do? Whenever you plot an line chart with respect to an year, always remember, instead of going directly with line chart, what you people have to do is use a group by. You know group by, right? So data dot, always group it based on your year. Always group it based on year. And then use an aggregate which is sales. And try to find sum of sales with respect to every year. Okay, and then I will call it like d of, I'll just assign it to a new variable, group it, year wise, sales it has to written. And then instead of calling df of your data of year, so what do you people have to do? One more important thing here, you can see year is in our index column, right? Just use reset index. You understood, right? Like if you try to plot it directly, it gives like kind of, weird graph. So always try to group your data based on your sum of sales, then reset index so that, whatever column you had it in a index column, you get it in a first column. Then what you people have to do is like use this data. Use this data in order to plot a graph, you will get a clear picture. Okay, remove data, just use a df. So you got a perfect graph. So this is how the line chart should be plotted. Same thing with respect to a month. So anyhow, we'll try same thing with respect to a month and let's see like what happens. I'll use the same code. I'll just use a month, but instead of df, let's try with a data and let's see like what happens. Like how would be the graph. See again. So what do people have to do? Again, you have to use a group by. You have to fetch data related to sum of sales with respect to every month, right? Yeah. So group it based on not on year, try to group it based on month, and then try to plot it. So I'll just call df, and then here instead of data, I'll be calling df. Instead of data here, we will be calling df. Yes, see, it is giving month-wise sales. Hope it's clear. And one more thing, I'll show you plt dot, I'll use xtext, okay, and then I'll just use rotation is equal to 90 degrees. Just see like what changes you would see like upon writing this particular code xtext. Can you see? So previously x-axis values were like overlapping. Imagine without this plt.xtext, all the month names were like overlapping. They were like one above the other. Just to overcome that overlapping, we just give plt.xtext rotation is equal to 90 so that, the angle of that variable got changed so that no overlapping. It looks clear now. If you want, you can also give a color. You can just say color is equal to green and you can give a color to the line. So this is month-wise sales. Hope it's clear. So this is all about, the line chart. So always remember, directly don't go for plotting in a matplotlib. Always use a group by, group a data based on your find corresponding sales, sum of sales, and then try to plot for that particular data. After grouping, you have to plot it. So that makes sense compared to normal plotting. I showed you the what happens with direct plotting, what happens with group by. So hope you understood. Thank you. Happy learning. So in the next video, we'll discuss about, the bar chart. What exactly is a bar chart? Thank you.